Meantime, in just a few hours from now, the highly anticipated trial of Cedric Marks finally gets underway in Bell County. The former MMA fighter is accused of killing his ex-girlfriend Jenna Scott and her friend Michael Swearingen back in 2019. This case has been filled with twists and turns from the very start, crossing multiple state lines. Our Jasmine Caldwell takes a look back as two Central Texas families await justice.
It was a calm Saturday morning on January 5th, 2019, when the Temple Police Department made this post on Facebook asking for the public's help to find two missing friends, 32-year-old Michael Swearingen, a salesman, and 28-year-old Jenna Scott, a nursing student at the University of Mary Hardin Baylor. The two were last seen the day before driving a gray Honda Genesis. The Scott and Swearingen families became incredibly concerned. According to Temple Police, the day after the pair disappeared, Swearingen's car was found in Austin. Jenna's brother, Talon Scott, told 6 News he feared for their safety.
And I believe my sister's being held hostage somewhere. Time is of the essence. I believe this is a very serious situation.
Talon said Jenna was dating a man in Killeen that she met on Tinder. He was a former mixed martial arts fighter known as Cedric Spider-Man Marks. Although he had not been named a suspect, Marks defended himself in an email he sent to 6 News 2 days after the pair went missing. "I've been turned into a monster," his email read, "and there's a witch hunt going on for something that I have nothing to do with." As the days passed, Swearingen's mother, Deborah Harrison, started to lose hope after speaking with Temple Police.
But they did feel the need to let us know that that the chances are slim that they're still alive.
As the search for Jenna and Michael wore on, 6 News learned Jenna had filed for a protective order against Marks in July of 2018. At a hearing 1 month later, Jenna claimed she feared for her life, describing multiple occasions in which she said Marks choked her into unconsciousness. Then, on January 15th, Temple Police said 2 bodies were found in a shallow grave in the small town of Clearview, Oklahoma. An autopsy 2 days later confirmed the bodies were Jenna and Michael. 6 News traveled to Clearview. That's where we learned Cedric Marks' family lived.
His dad grew up here in Clearview, so we know him. Yes, we do. We have a family reunion every year, once a year in September.
After the bodies were found, the grieving process began for both families. Jenna's father, Jonathan Scott, said the feeling was overwhelming.
We're grieving, of course. We have been for several days now. But it's still pretty surreal and difficult to process.
Even before their bodies were found, 6 News learned Temple Police had tracked Marks and a woman named Maya Maxwell to Michigan. The pair had been staying with Janelle McDonald, who we learned was Marks' wife. Now, Michigan authorities said the pair had been with McDonald between January 5th and 9th. Maxwell was brought back to the Bell County Jail on January 29th, but before then, she told police Marks had killed Jenna and Michael on January 3rd in Killeen. Now, according to her arrest affidavit, Maxwell said she was the person who took Michael's car to Austin before leaving with Marks to bury the bodies in Oklahoma. Marks wasn't brought back to Texas until February 3rd, but before authorities could get him to Bell County, he escaped from the prisoner transport van. After 9 hours of searching, authorities found Marks still in shackles, hiding in a trash can. Marks later told us what he was thinking in a jailhouse interview.
Despite what the media put out, I was not trying to escape. I was actually in fear, and I was not going anywhere at all.
Since that day, Marks has been in the Bell County Jail charged with capital murder while still maintaining his innocence.
Like I said, the media has put out a witch hunt for me, and I am not guilty.
The case against Marks in Texas would eventually lead to another murder charge, this time in Bloomington, Minnesota. 6 News learned Marks was in a custody battle with a woman named April Peace over their son. Peace was staying in a woman's shelter in Minnesota when she went missing in March of 2009. Now, police believe Marks killed Peace and hid her body, which has yet to be found. Now, he was charged in 2020 with second-degree murder in connection with her death. Police say they are waiting to pursue extradition until after his trial here in Texas. Marks argued for and won the right to represent himself in his trial. If he is convicted, he faces the death penalty.